Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have a video on $2 bills from the United States of America. And as you can see, I've got a couple of the red seal $2 bills here. These were given to me by my brother, who's a paper money collector, and he collects generally paper money that's in fine or very fine or uncirculated condition. He got a couple of these and he said, would you like them as a gift? This is the 1928 G down here that we're looking at, the first of the small series of $2 bills. And this one up here is a 1953 series of $2 bills. And the 1953 doesn't have an A or a C on it, but it did go from A to C. And the way you know what the series of bills is you look right here and it says series of, and then it says the year 1928, and then there's a letter. And on this one it's series 1953, and there's no letter. On the first of the series they never put a letter. That's how it starts out. So in the same way that you don't call the first time you do something, you might not know until the second time you do it that you're going to do it twice. So you wouldn't say the first time you do something that's A and the second time is B. You might call it the first time, but you don't start labeling it as if you were going to label more. So when my brother gave me these $2 bills, I said, hey, why don't I see if I can get some more? So I went to the bank. And it turns out that there's not that many $2 bills actually in circulation, in the sense that you may be able to get $2 bills from all different eras. And so what I did was I said, okay, what are the years that they made the $2 bill, or else essentially the series years? So this is a series 1953 year. This is a series 1928 year. I said, let me look up the series, and it turns out that they made them in 28, 53. These are the first two of them. They made a 1963 $2 bill, a 1976, a 1995, a 2003, a 2009, and a 2013. So if I want to get one from each year of the series, I would need to get 6 more besides this. So I went to the bank today and I said, okay, can you give me some $2 bills? And they said, well, we don't have a bundle of them, but we can give you what we have in the drawer. And it turns out that many banks, you might be able to find a cashier if you're a coin collector or a bill collector that kind of saves up money that comes through, because they know that somebody might come in and ask. And so I happened to get the teller next to my teller said, oh yeah, I've got some $2 bills. And so she pulled out the drawer and she gave me 13 of them. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just show you the envelope she gave me. We're going to open them up and take a look through. So here's the envelope that she gave me, and this is a bank that operates in the state of Maine. So it's Camden National Bank. She puts it in the envelope. Take the envelope, take the twos out, and I think she gave me 13 of them. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She gave me more than 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. She gave me 21 of them. And so here's a little sheet of the years that I need. I need 1963, 1976. So let's go through. 2013. Okay, that's the latest one, so I'll take that, right? See what says 2013 right down here? So that's a 2013. So now I only have 5 more to go. What's this top one? 2009. You see this a lot on bills. People write stuff on them, write crap on them. What are you going to do? I don't really want to keep this bill if I can help it, but it's a 2009. So I'm going to put the 2009 there and see if I can find another one. Well, here's another one right on top. So let's Okay, so that 2009, I'm going to keep that 2009. So I got it now. I got a 2009 to 2013. All I need is a 2003, the 2000, I mean the 1995, the 1976, and the 1963. There's another 2009. I'll put that aside. Actually, that looks better than the one I just had. So that's the best looking 2009. I'll keep that. This is a 2009, a little wrinkled. 2013, already have one. 2013, already have one. 2013, got one. So you're going to get a lot of 2013s because it's the latest. This looks like a 2013, but it's not. It's a 2003A series. So that's 2003, and it's essentially they made a 2003 plain, and then they made a 2003A. So I'll take that. So now I've got 13, 9, and 3, and I just need 95, 76, and 63. Well, there you go, right there. There's a 76. So I'm going to take the 76, and now all I need is a 1995 and a 1963 to make my small note collection complete. 2009, 2009, 2009, 2009, a lot of 2009s. Wait, 1995. Okay, I'll take this one, right? Put that in my pile. So now I've got 2013, 2009, 2003, 1995. I need a 1963, and I have a 1976 already. Here's another one. Somebody colored it in the F. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It's a 95, but we already have one, so fortunately. 1995, 2003A, and 1995. All right, so we've got almost all of them. The only $2 bill series we don't have now, the year series, is 1963. So let's just go ahead and make this video without them, but let's get the old ones in and take a look at them while we're doing that. Okay, so let's start them. I'll try to put them in order, and we'll just go from the top. One of the things that's a real problem with dollar bills is it's really hard to figure out exactly how many of them they made. So we're not going to talk about mintage numbers like we would on a coin. We're just going to look at these and talk about what some of their characteristics are. So here's the first of them, and that is the 1928A $2 bill. And if we look at it, we can see that it's a really big 2 here. It's a really low number. You almost never see the double zeros to start. 2, 5. So this is the 259,747. This is again, we said it's the G series. What does that mean? What series did they make? Well, in 1928, they made the A, B, well, they made a 1928 plain, and then they made A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So they made 7 types of the 1928 series. If we want to look at when this was made, we know that they didn't make another one because we just looked at it until 1953, right? So the next series came out in 1953. So even though this says 1928G, this could have been printed anywhere between 1928 and 1952. So we don't really know when it was printed. We could probably have some kind of detectives do the mint thing and figure out when is the last time they made the 1928 and when did they make the G. So the 28G, this is what they call the red seal. You notice our new bills don't have a red seal on them. It's a big number on there, 28G. It's got Jefferson. And this is the cool thing here. Will pay to the bearer on demand $2. So it used to be that you could take in any of your bills and get gold or silver for them. So they would actually pay you in gold for your $2 bills if you brought them. So what this says is, we'll pay to the bearer on demand means if you bring this to the bank or the United States government has to give you $2 in gold. That's what they would have to do with it. We'll pay to the bearer on demand. If we look at the 53, we see that it has similar. We'll pay to the bearer on demand. Again, it's a series 1953, and we know that 1953 had an A to a C. So they had the 53 plane, 53A, 53B, and 53C. So there were 4 different times that they printed this one. This is a much higher number, in the millions. And if we turn it over, we see that it's about the same on the back. But let's go back to the front again. See what they did on this one? They went to a smaller 2. So look how big the 2 is on here and how small it is on there. And what else did they do? They moved the seal. So instead of the seal being on the left like it was in 28, they moved the seal to the right. So if you find a 53, you're going to find that red seal on the right. All right, next is a 1976 series. In 1976, they didn't make any A to C to whatever. They just made the 1976 series. And this is the copy of the 1976 series. You'll notice something hugely different on here. Here's the 58, the 53. We'll pay to the bearer on demand. By the time we got to 1976, you could no longer take a bill in and exchange it with the Treasury for gold. And we stopped regulating silver by then too, so you couldn't trade it in for gold or silver. So in 1976, we don't have the will pay to the bearer on demand anymore. We also don't have a red seal. Remember the red seal from the 53 and 28 notes? We've got a green seal. We also have the Federal Reserve Bank that printed it. We've changed. So in 1953, you would just have the letters, but you didn't know exactly. Other than that, there wasn't a big thing saying which bank printed it. Now we know all the modern bills. We know which Federal Reserve Bank actually printed the bill. This is an A, which means Boston, Massachusetts. And we've pretty much have the same thing, except we've also changed the back. Now 76, that's appropriate, right? Because this 1976 $2 bill has a picture of the Declaration of Independence on the back of it, 1776, $2. So they changed it up quite a bit from the back of the Monticello $2. And Monticello is the house that Jefferson lived in. And Jefferson's the man on the front. So some people call these Jeffersons. But not many people, because people don't use the $2 bill much. All right, the 1995 $2 bill. Again, this has the Federal Reserve Bank, and it's a Georgia Reserve Bank. So that's up there. And again, the green seal, series 1995. And the back, again, has the United States of America. The 2003, pretty much the same thing, except it's another lower number. And that's, again, it's a Boston one. This one is a New York one. B is the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, so there's a B. That's another 2009. And finally, the 2013, which is our current series. They haven't printed it again since 2013. And again, it's Jefferson. This is an F for Atlanta, Georgia Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, that's our $2 bills. And as you can see, I'm still a 1963 short. But I do have plenty of these, and it's certainly worth going to your bank. And once in a while, you get a teller that likes to save coins or money that comes in. If you can find one of those and go visit her every few weeks, you might be able to get some nice bills or some nice coins. Thanks again for watching from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you're interested in $2 bills or foreign or American coins.